Okay, so anyone tried transfer family? Completed. Wow, very good. Obedient students, yeah. Very nice. Very happy. Okay, good. So if you understand the logic, it's easy. Correct? If you don't understand it, you cannot do it. Very good, guys. So today what we're going to do is we go with the storage gateway. Which one? So let me share my screen. Meanwhile, can you just open your book and see? In our starting days, in an overview, we discuss about storage gateway. Just see that for 1 minute. Storage gateway. Okay, no problem. See here, guys. So if you remember, this storage gateway is the combination of your on-premises and then AWS, correct? Yes or no? It is a combination of your on-premises storage and then AWS storage. So assume now, so can I say that it is used to transfer the data to and fro? It is used to transfer the data from on-prem to AWS and vice versa. To which AWS storage services? S3, EBS, Glacier, and FSX latestly. Guys, so assume we have here on-premises. This is your on-premises. Guys, listen this carefully because logic is important. This practical is not big, but concentration is required. So can you say this is on-premises? Yes or no? Yes, I need responses. So this is on-premises. So can I say it's on-premise data center? Okay. In our on-premises data center, guys, we might be having so many servers. Yes or no? You might be having so many servers, so many workstations will be there, so many laptops will be there, so many desktops will be there, right? So many things will be there. So as it is not possible for me to list everything, so I'll be listing only, can we have web server? Can we have app server? Can we have DB server? And can we have anything which is related to your work environment? There were so many servers will be there in your on-premises. It can consider your laptop also. Your laptop will be there also this in your on-premises, correct? Okay. Now, in your on-premises, do you all agree that you will be having a storage also in your on-premises? You'll be having storage in your on-premises? Yes, definitely storage will be there. No, otherwise, where do you save all your data? Where do you save all your data? All your data is stored where? In this storage. Guys, in your on-premises, how much size you can contain? Let's say 1 terabyte, 2 terabyte, 5 terabyte, 10 terabyte, 20 terabyte maximum. Yes or no? In your on-premises, you might be having limited storage. In your on-premises, you will have a limited storage. That can be how much ever it is, 1, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, but there will be a limited storage. So, and at end of the day, all your servers will be putting all the data into the storage, thinking that the data is backed up. Yes or no? So data backup meaning all you people in the work, all you people in the team members, they'll push all the data to the storage, thinking that your data is backed up. But we need to take the backup of the storage also, no? What happens if the storage goes off? What happens if the storage goes down? Correct? So we need to take the backup of that storage also. Correct? Yes. So in order to take, let's say, for example, it is having 10 terabyte, for example. So in order to take the backup of your storage, you need to have one more 10 terabyte storage, no? Yes or no? And what will, and how about the backup of the second one? Again, you need to have 10 terabyte. So how many times that you take the backup of one single storage? So you have only 10 terabyte storage. To take the backup, you need to have one more 10 terabyte. Correct? Which do you have? And in on-premises, your companies will not spend money to purchase a huge storage like this. And there is always a problem with the storage in your on-premises. Problem or not? So we have a space issue in your on-premises. So for this, what we can do is, and by the way, guys, see here, all your data is stored in the storage. And all the data is again backed up to another storage with 10 terabyte, correct? And what happened to this backup then? So will you keep on taking the backup like this? No. So what we used to do is, me, especially when I was in Infosys, you know, right? I was handling the data centers. There, I used to take the backup in the storage, and I need to take the backup of the storage also again. Where? I used to take the backup in tapes. Where? You saw tapes in olden days, tape recorder. You saw tapes. So similarly, the same like this, we have something called tape library. What is that? Tape library. We had a tape library, and then in olden days, you have VCD, no? VCR, VCD. So we used to have the tapes like this. We take the backup, we'll put it to the library, and we'll take the backup, and we'll take that cassette and put it in safe in some location. That is physical backup. So this is how we used to take the backup in our on-premises. But what happened if that cassette fell down? What happened if that cassette break? What happened if that cassette got fire? So there is always a risk on the storage on your on-premises. Yes or no? So now, considering on this on-premises, you have the storage issues. AWS thought that why can't we give our storage services on-premises? Why can't we give our storage services to on-premises? And in AWS, we have the storage services. What are the storage services we have in AWS, guys? So this is a little bit bigger. We give, boom. Okay. So this is AWS. In AWS, tell me what are the storage services? Huh? We have S3. S3. S3 is what based storage? Huh? What based storage? Objects based storage. And then you have EBS. EBS is what based storage? Block based storage. And then you have Glacier. You have a Glacier is also object based storage, no? Object based storage. And also recently we have FSX. Remember FSX? What is FSX? EFS we did. Remember EFS? EFS is for which operating systems? EFS is for which operating system? Linux operating systems. But for Windows, it is FSX. So now, how it would be if I create an S3 bucket and mount to my workstation, to my laptop? You got it? You're getting it, guys? I'm telling you again. In our on-premises, we have a storage issues. S3 is limited storage or unlimited storage? So can we mount this S3 bucket to your on-premises to as a D drive in any of the machine? We can. How it would be? It will be superbly good, no? If we do that. Yes, that is possible now through storage gateway concept. Generally, is it possible to mount S3 bucket to your on-premises? Generally, is it possible? Generally, it is not possible. But using this storage gateway, what we can do, we can use our AWS storage. We can use our AWS storage services and mount it to your on-premises. Guys, AWS is a public cloud. You have storage services in AWS. Is it possible that storage service to mount it in your on-premises? Generally not possible. But AWS is giving a way to take your AWS storage services and mount it to your on-premises. Using which service? Storage gateway service. Can you mount S3 to your on-premises? Yes. Can you mount EBS to your on-premises? Glacier to on-premises? FS to on-premises? You can mount anything to your on-premises using storage gateway. Getting it? Guys, everyone understood? Is it clear? So now, on AWS, we have storage gateway, correct? This is a storage gateway we have. On AWS, we have storage gateway. So this is the storage gateway service. This is in AWS, correct, Nana? In AWS, we have a storage gateway service. So now I want to mount this S3 to my on-premises server. That is my target. Either you can mount S3, either you can mount EBS, either you can mount Glacier, either you can mount FSX. Out of all these things, which one we'll take an example? Let's take S3. Let's take S3. So now our target here is today, we need to mount S3 to your on-premises. That is the target. So on the left side, this is your on-premises, no? In order to mount this, guys, AWS, guys, in your on-premises, you have virtualization, no? In your on-premises, you will be having virtualization, no? What is the virtualization technology that on-premises might be using? VMware. Remember, in your on-premises, you have the virtualization. So what you need to do is, guys, AWS, this storage gateway is providing you one image. What it is providing? It is providing a image. You take that image, download that image from storage gateway, and then can you create a virtual machine in your on-premises? Yes or no, guys? Online. You can download the image from storage gateway. Can you create a virtual machine in your on-premises? Yes. So I go and create a virtual machine on my on-premises. Guys, that is nothing but, we call it as storage gateway, right? We call it as appliance. What is this called? Appliance. What is this called? You can think it as agent. So your storage gateway agent should be, this is a certification question. Your storage gateway appliance should be an on-premises or on AWS? On-premises. Getting it? That is the agent. So that is the agent that will be in your on-premises. So all the traffic should go through where? Through storage gateway appliance. From there, it will go to your AWS. Getting it? So this is your storage gateway appliance. So this will be your virtual machine, correct? This will be on your virtual machine. This virtual machine will be in your on-premises or on AWS? On-premises. Am I getting it? So now you understood, I'm giving the architecture. Okay. Now, in which scenario you need to choose S3, in which scenario you need to choose EBS, in which scenario you to choose Glacier and FSX. Let's see. On my on-premises, I have so many documents, backup files, so many documents, files, photos, images, or any, so many files are there. Tell me which storage will you select out of this? S3. And I want to run some applications. I want to run some scripts and all. Which storage will you select? AWS. And you want to archive. You have so many backups on your on-premises and you want to archive it. Which service do you choose? Understood? If you want to share file system sharing on Windows, go for FSX. So now, based on your requirement, here storage gateway has mainly 4 types of gateways. How many types of gateways are there? 4 types. One is called file gateway. Which one? File gateway, volume gateway, file gateway, volume gateway, tape gateway, FSX gateway. How many are there? 4 are there. I'll write down here. Which one is the first one? File gateway. So Chiti, if you want to use S3 into your on-premises, you need to use which gateway? File gateway. Which is a gateway that you need to use? File gateway. So if you are sure, if you want to use S3, so if you want to use S3, which is a gateway that you need to create? File gateway you need to create. File gateway. And if you want to use EBS, then which gateway? Volume gateway you need to create. Fantastic. And I create volume gateway. And if you want to go with the tape meaning archiving, which one? Glacier. So what is that gateway called? Tape gateway. What is that gateway, Nana? Tape gateway. Yes, agent remains same. This is called tape gateway. And the latest one, which is FSX. That is, which gateway is that? FSX gateway. Ooh. FSX gateway. So based on your requirement, you need to create those gateways, correct? FSX gateway. How many gateways are there now? 4 gateways. Which one? What are those? File gateway, volume gateway, tape gateway, FSX gateway. Now you understood which gateway should be used for what purpose now? So if you want to go with S3, which gateway? File gateway. And if you want to go with EBS, volume gateway. If you want to go for Glacier, tape gateway. If you want to go for FSX, FSX gateway. Okay. So which one we will take an example today? Let's go with the S3. That means which gateway is that? File gateway we'll create today. Okay. Similarly, you can create tape gateway, volume gateway, but we are not using for archiving purpose now. So we'll go with the file gateway. And as per the certification here, you need to learn a little bit here. Guys, file gateway supports, if it is Linux, it supports NFS protocol. Which protocol? Remember, while we doing EFS, we install NFS utils. That's one Linux machine, correct? So NFS, and for Windows, it use SMB. What is that? SMB refers for server message block. Certification question. So file gateway supports which protocols? NFS protocol and SMB protocol. File gateway support NFS protocol and SMB protocol. Guys, in volume gateway, we have 2 types. How many types are there in volume gateway? 2 types. And that is cached volume, and then cached volume and stored volume. Which one? What are those 2? Cached volume and stored volume. And now, guys, cached volume. Okay, now you tell me. Cache meaning which is used frequently used access data will be saved there. So now see here, guys, see here. But eventually these guys are connecting to the storage gateway, correct? These guys are connecting to the storage gateway. So these all will connect to the storage gateway and they transfer the data to S3 or whichever it is, correct? Okay, now see. Now from any of this server on my on-premises, right? So guys, here I have on-premises so many servers. You take any of the server. From here, I want to put the data to EBS. Yes, you can put the data to EBS. Which type of gateway that you need to create? Volume gateway. Good. So all my data is there in EBS, but I am frequently accessing some data. For that frequently accessed data, do I need to go and retrieve all the way from EBS to here and to here? No need. So which type of volume you can use in order to increase the performance? Cache. And if you want to just use it from here to here all the way, then go with the stored. And if you want to use it fast or quicker, frequently accessed data, you can use cache volume. So guys, you can here also in your storage gateway appliance, we can have the cache volume. Here also you can set up the cache. So all the data is stored in the cache. So instead of going to EBS directly here, you will get it from here itself. That is the cache. So, and it uses a protocol called, what is that protocol called? Spell, what is that called? I see, yeah. ISCSI. What is that called? Not kasi. What is it called? ISCSI. So ISCSI, we don't need to go deeper there. Just assume, just remember what is the protocol that it using volume gateway? ISCSI. It is a protocol which is used in the backend, and tape gateway also uses the same ISCSI. Okay. Now tape gateway. Now we know volume gateway. Tape gateway meaning, guys, I told you just now, I told you, if I want to take the backup of my whole storage, what do? I put it in tapes and take the backup. But now we have tape gateway. No, do I need to maintain the physical tapes? No need. So I can use the tape gateway, push all the data to the tape gateway, and it will go and archive to the Glacier. And AWS is providing something called VTL. What is that, Nana? VTL, Virtual Tape Library. What is that? Virtual Tape Library. Virtual Tape Library meaning, instead of having my physical tape library, like how you're putting cassette inside the tape recorder, similarly, we have a library. So do we have physical library anymore? No, it is virtual tape library where you just start the backup, everything will go and sit in the Glacier. You're getting it? FSS gateway recently, if you want to have a shared storage, if you want to do the, like how we do EFS, one storage to multiple EC2 instances. If you have one storage to multiple workstations in our on-premises, go with the FSX. Do you all understood different types of file gateways, different type of gateways? Is it clear till here, everyone? City CC, non-IT? Everyone CC, clear? Nice. So I think some people joined late, but I'm just quickly revising what we have learned today. Now, guys, see here. What is the topic that we are talking today? Storage gateway. So storage gateway is the combination of your private storage and public storage. Guys, what is the combination called? Public and private. What is that storage called? Hybrid storage. Can we say this is hybrid storage? So storage gateway is the hybrid storage. So that meaning it is a combination of your on-premises storage and AWS public storage. So here the thing is here, we have on-premises. In on-premises, we have so many machines here. So for so many machines, there will be a storage where everyone will go and put the data into the storage. So that storage size is, it can be 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 terabyte. But is it possible to have 1,000, 2,000, 5,000 terabytes? It is very hard because you need more money to purchase it. So, and also I need to take the backup of the storage where I need to take, I need to have another 10 terabyte of size. So the problem here is I have an issue with my storage and my on-premises. To resolve this issue, AWS has introduced a service called Storage Gateway, where AWS has the storage services like S3, EBS, Glacier, FSX. So we can use this S3, we can mount this S3 to your on-premises, to any of the server. How do we do it? Using Storage Gateway. Unique, which service is this? Storage Gateway service. You can mount S3 to your on-premises, you can mount EBS to your on-premises, you can mount Glacier to your on-premises. But in order to mount all these things in your on-premises, what is the agent that you need to have? Storage Gateway appliance. From where do you get the Storage Gateway appliance? From the Storage Gateway service itself, they will give an image. You download that image and create a virtual machine. And based on your requirement, you need to create the gateway. If you want to push it to S3, which is the gateway that you should select? File gateway you need to create. If you want to use EBS, volume gateway. In volume gateway, we have how many types? 2 types. What are those? Cached volume and stored volume. And if you want to have a quicker access, faster access, which one will you choose? Cache volume. And then if you want to archive your data, which one will you use? Tape gateway. FSX for shared storage. Gopi and everyone, others who joined late. You got it now? Overview of it? Good. Okay. So file gateway uses which protocol? NFS and SMB. Which one? NFS and SMB. And volume gateway? iSCSI. Which one? iSCSI is the protocol. So guys, see here. Now, this whole architecture is a combination of your on-premises and then AWS, correct? It is a combination of your on-premises and AWS. Do we have on-premises? Do we have that left side wala? We don't have. But how do we do the practical here? The concept itself is from on-premises and AWS. Do we have on-premises? No, then how? So, can you make your laptop as on-premises? Or in your on-premises, you need to create a virtual machine, right? Can I take this virtual machine as EC2? Can I take all the servers as one EC2? Instead of on-premises, guys, it is a virtual machine on on-premises. Similarly, can I take that virtual machine as an EC2 in our AWS? Yes. So I'll be doing practicals today. Instead of skipping it, what we can do is, instead of VM, I'll put it in EC2, and all these things I made it as, I launch one EC2 instance. Yeah. Okay. But we will be launching EC2 for that appliance, and we'll be launching one EC2 as a sample server there. But you should consider it as on-premises, but it is our EC2 actually. You all understood? You all understood what we're going to do? Got it? So now this is what we will be doing the practical today, but I'll give you a little bit more. So to do the practical, let's see how to do the practical now, guys. Carefully listen. I'm giving the architecture of practical. What is the first step? The first step, what we need to do is, we need to go and create a storage gateway service. Yes or no? Where is our storage gateway service? In AWS, correct? So storage gateway, okay, service on AWS. That is the first step. What is the first step? To go to storage gateway service on AWS. Tell me now, what would be the second step? Think and tell. We can go and create an S3 bucket. Okay, now this is on AWS, no? On premises, can we go and create one virtual machine? Can we go and create one virtual machine? And what is that virtual machine on premises called? EC2. Can we consider this as an EC2? What we need to install on this EC2? Appliance. Excellent. Storage gateway appliance. Okay. This is my second step. Boom. This is my second step. And on okay, so guys, this is what? This is on premises, no? This is all on premises. AWS. On AWS side, we'll go and create a storage gateway service. On premises, we go and create a, okay. What is the next step? Should we go and create one bucket? If you're using which gateway? File gateway. If you're using file gateway, let's go and create a S3 bucket. So this is S3 bucket. This is the third step. Okay. Now, everything is separate now, correct? Everything is separate. S3 we have created separately. In AWS storage gateway, we are creating which gateway we are creating here? File gateway, we will get. Okay. In EC2, we created a storage gateway appliance. Everything is separate, bits and pieces. Let's go and connect it. So now, from this storage gateway, file gateway, we need to create a file share to the S3 bucket. We need to do a connection to S3 bucket. Yes or no? Then only no, the file gateway will push the data to S3. Right? So what we need to create, Nana, here? What we need to create? File share. What we need to create? File share. So we need to create a file share and connect to it. This is step number 4. See there. Getting it? And then to make this work, can we go and launch one simple EC2 instance? Okay. This is my EC2 instance, and which is, we'll use Linux EC2 instance. And can I go and use T2 micro? So guys, now what I need to do is, by the way, guys, this one, we need to use M5X large because that is a minimum requirement for having the storage gateway appliance. As we are doing M5X large, will it be considered as a free tier? So this practicals is billable, but it might charge. Okay, now do you know how to, guys? Do you know how to find out how much charge M5X large will happen? How much money for 1 hour? Do you know how to do that? No. No. I told you, but you forgot. Go to EC2. Everyone's saying no. When I show you, you will say yes. On the left side, we have, which is the instance type that I'm talking about? M5 X large. Chapaleda. Huh? I told you, no? Then why you said no from year to year? Right? So this is the charge. So we are using Windows or Linux? Linux, right? Should we go and check how much charge for 1 hour? Dollars to INR. How much? So these practicals will charge you 16 rupees. You can do it, no? Or you'll say, sir, 16 rupees who will pay? Okay. So, but guys, this is the sample EC2 instance that we have launched. This you need to consider this one. All these things here, we have sample servers, no, all these things. I consider this as an EC2 instance. That this can be a app server, web server, whichever server it is. Okay. Now, what I need to do is, I need in this EC2 instance, I need to mount to this S3 bucket. Through where? Through this, through this, through this, and I need to mount it to the EC2 instance. When I mount it, then when I put the data here, through this, it will go and sit in the S3 bucket. And then, by the way, this is your on-premises and this is AWS. We need to connect these two things first of all. Your on-premises and AWS should get connected, no? We'll be connecting that. Do you all understood? See this diagram for 2 minutes and try to understand, and you need to tell me the steps now. Go guys, watch this diagram, stare this diagram, understand this diagram. What are the steps? And sorry, the last step is this, the 5th steps. So you will get here mount path. We will be using that mount path and mount it in your Linux EC2 instance. How did we got mount path for EFS? When you create EFS, we have the mount path, na? Mount. The same thing, storage gateway, file gateway, we need to mount it to your EC2 instance. Okay, see this and try to analyze. And you need to, I will ask, you need to tell the steps. Take 2 minutes. It is 1849. Go with 1851. Okay. Got it? Tell me the steps now. What is the first step? So we need to go to AWS and then go to create a storage gateway. Which type of storage gateway? File gateway we need to. That is the first step. What is the second step? Launch an EC2 instance. Launch an EC2. And that EC2 instance is nothing but appliance. Storage gateway appliance. And do we need to install appliance? No need, because AWS is giving an image, AMI, which has already storage gateway appliance installed. So we'll be using that AMI. And what is that EC2 instance type should be? M5X large. And also, guys, for this is a storage gateway appliance, no? Can we have cache disk? So that meaning for this EC2 instance, we need to go ahead and have an additional volume of 100 GB. How much? And this is for what? Cache purpose. Okay. That is the second step. Next. Create an S3 bucket. Very good. And a public bucket or private bucket? Go with the private bucket. Maximum go with the private buckets. Okay. Because it has to be secure. Next. We need to create a file share between your file gateway and S3 bucket. So once this is setup is done, and by the way, you need to do the connection. Once you create storage gateway, file gateway, and appliance, and for the appliance and then for the file gateway, you need to do the connection. So once all the connection is happened, then we'll go and launch one sample T2 micro EC2 instance, and there we will mount S3 through storage gateway. So when I push that into some data into the mount point, then the data will be stored where? In S3. Should we go and do the practical now? Everyone clear? Without this, without this proper architecture, you cannot do practicals. I'm telling you, will not understand. If you don't understand, please ask right away. Is it clear, everyone, till here online? Okay, ready? And if you do a small mistake also, it will not work. Let's go slowly and with the logic we'll go, okay? So as per what you know, let's go to the, where we should go? What is the first step? Storage gateway. Should we go to storage? Go to storage gateway. Open it. Okay, ma? Create gateway. So here, gateway name. What is the gateway name that give? Yeah, you can give anything, but can I give it as, okay, I can give it as file gateway demo. Can I give some name? Okay. Time zone, we are in here only, no? Bombay, Calcutta, Madras. So we have, how many types of gateways are there? 4. What are those? File gateway, volume gateway, tape gateway, FSS gateway. Which one we need to use now? S3, no? S3 file gateway. In volume gateway, we have 2 types we learned. What are those? Cache volume and stored volume. So which one? We'll go with the S3 file gateway. Super. And then it is asking, this is related to your appliance. Your appliance should, guys, it is DC download OVF template. I told you, storage gateway is giving an image to download and create a virtual machine in your on-premises. If your on-premises is having virtualization which is on VMware, download this template and then create a VMware. And if you have Microsoft virtualization, download this image and create a virtual machine. Where? In on-premises. But we are creating our storage gateway appliance where? In EC2. Should I select EC2? Yes? Logic. Now, so we need to go and launch an EC2 instance now. We need to go and launch. What is second step? Launch EC2 instance. So if you use default settings, it will go with the default. Let's go with the custom. Okay. It is giving these many things. So what is the second step, Nana? We need to go ahead and then launch the EC2 instance. Just read. We know how to launch an EC2 instance. We know how to assign public IP. Yes or no? We know how to add additional volume. Everything we know, right? Should we go and launch an EC2 instance? Yes. But what is the AMI that we select? Do we need to select the AMI? No need, because storage gateway is giving the AMI. If we click on, should we go and launch instance? Click on launch instance. Once we click on launch instance, see the image here. Do you see this? Image already taken. Do we need to install the appliance? No need. Give me 1 minute, please. Okay. Okay, so AWS storage gateway, correct? So should we go and give the name? Mishra is asking chargeable question mark. We calculated also, no? Mishra. What Mishra? How much it charge? 16 rupees, I said, no. Okay, now can I call it as this is a storage gateway appliance? Okay. Image automatically got selected. Which one? M5 X large. So M5 X large. Keeper. Edit. Subnet. Put it in one net. IP is default secret. Okay. But here we need to add a new additional volume. No. How much size? 100 GB we need to give. Because why? Oh, not 100. He's asking bloody 150 GB. Okay, let's go and add 150 GB. Huh? Add volume. How much, Nana? 150 GB. Which will go with the default one. Which one? GP2. This is for what purpose? Cache purpose. Excellent, excellent. Should we go and launch now? Ready? And then go ahead and launch. Super. So this is getting launched. So should I write all these steps? Huh? Okay. No problem. You are becoming 5th class people. Huh? Okay. Go to write down. Go to AWS storage gateway console. You can write or you can just see, no problem. Okay. Go to AWS storage gateway console and create. Which one we need to select? File gateway. This is what we did. First step. We selected file gateway. What is the second step we do? Launch EC2 instance. Just now we launched an EC2 instance. No, launch instance with M5 X large. Having. By what was the root volume? How much is the root volume? Root volume 80 GB is there. So having 80 GB, having root volume as 80 GB and additional volume as 150 GB. GP2. This is what we did. Okay. And guys, We are using Linux machine, that to file gateway. Which protocol that we should use? NFS, fantastic. Which one? NFS. So if I go here, it is in C, we launch an EC2 instance, select M5X large, select subnet, auto and public IP, enable. We did it, we add a new volume, we launched it, correct? And it is asking in inbound rows, you need to enable NFS 2043, 11111, 20. So many things you need to enable. In real time, can you go ahead one by one and enable it? But for now, what I do, I'll go and enable all. Can I go in all traffic? I'll enable for now. But in real time, guys, you need to add the port. But can I go with all traffic for now? Anywhere? 00. But will you do this in real time? No, in real time, what do you need to do? Add 2049, add 111, add 20,048, add 445, everything you need to add one by one, protocols. But for now, I'm going. So what I did, enable all traffic, okay, for default security group. This is temporary, okay. In real time, guys, use necessary protocols as inbound routes. Okay. Now we add. Do you see? I completed all the steps above. Should I check it? Did we completed all the steps? And click on next. And here it is asking the connection, guys. Connection from where to where? This one. We did this and we did this, and now we need to connect this too. How do you connect? This is the EC2 instance that you have the public IP for this. Yes, right? So IP address. Which IP address I need to put it here? Public address of what? EC2 instance appliance. This one. Select the public IP and then put it here. Publicly accessible or private? As we are in internet, we should go with the public accessible. But if you don't want the internet, go with the VPC hosted. Okay, Nana? So now click on next. Now it is getting connected. So your on-premises appliance file gateway, they are both those are getting connected now. So can I go and activate it now? Click on activate. It is activating and it is saying configuring cache storage. So how much size we have given? 150 GB. So it is checking local loading local disk. It will take some time. Let's wait. So meanwhile, I'll go and write. What did I wrote here? Fourth one. Continue. What we did on storage gateway console. Connect to the gateway. Provide EC2 instance public IP. Guys, what is the problem with public IP? If we stop and stop, what will happen? IP address will change. But in real time, will you use public IP or elastic IP? Good, no? Because all your connections will be lost. So in real time, use elastic IP. Number 5. So we need to wait. Okay. I write that also. Wait. Okay. Until to get the gateway active and allocate additional 150 GB as cache. Come on, Gusa. What is this? So it is loading. Let's wait. Sir, we selected file. That meaning? Good question. But the thing is here, guys, Pavanveer is asking, sir, we selected file gateway, no, but why we need cache? For file gateway also, instead of going to S3 all the time, can you frequently access data will be stored in your local cache? The cache is not only for volume gateway, file gateway also, we can store all the data in your local, in your appliance. So do you see that now we got 150 GB? Allocate, unallocate, cache allocated. And then do we need the log groups, CloudWatch logs? If at all in real time you need logs, enable the logs. But for now, no need logs. Do you create any alarm for now? No. In your real time, just anything goes wrong, you can create an alarm. Click on configure. Do you all understand how to create storage gateway and then appliance, file gateway and appliance, and connect to it and make it active? See this diagram, what we did till now. First, second happened. First and second happened. Online guys, understood? First and second happened. Next, what is the thing that we should do? S3 bucket. Meanwhile, should I go and write it here? Next, sixth step is create a S3 private bucket. Should we go and create an S3 bucket now? Okay. Public or private? Private. Let's go and create private. So call it as, you can give any name. 6 p.m. file gateway S3 demo. Can I give like this? You can give any name. So your storage gateway is in which region? Mumbai. And your S3 bucket should be also be in Mumbai. ACLs disable, enable. Disable, you can disable it. And then, so let's go ahead and create it. Okay, create an S3 bucket. Third step is done. Next, file share we need to create. So here S3 bucket is created. Go here, and then here we have options. Create tapes, create volume, create file share, attach FSX. Which one? Super. If you have tape gateway, create tapes. If you have volume gateway, create volumes. If you have file gateway, file share. Simple. Click on create file share. Which is the gateway that we need to select? File gateway, this one. And as we are using Linux machine, which protocol? I told you, no, file gateway supports which protocols? NFS and SMB. SMB is for which environment? Windows environment. NFS is for Linux environment. Can I go with the Linux now? NFS. And which is the bucket? This is the connection. This is the connection where storage, all the data will come to the file share, and from here it will be stored to the S3. Come down and don't create file share. Click on customize config. What is there? We need to see. No, click on customize configuration. Okay. Bucket name we have selected. This is selected. That is fine. This is fine. File share name. The default name is pre-filled. So no need to give anything. It is pre-filled. Automatically get pre-filled. So basically you don't need to do anything here. You don't need to do anything. Right? In step number 1, no need to do anything. Should I click on next? But if you want to know what is this, logs, we have deactivated it. Automated cache refresh from S3. We created one cache volume. No, all the frequently accessed data is stored in that cache volume. But original data will be where? In S3 bucket. So this cache has to go and get the latest data from S3, no? Right? So that is here automated. You can set a refresh interval every 10 minutes, every 6 hours, every 1 hour. It's up to you. You can select the interval here. But we are not doing anything there. So I clicking on. So guys, here in step number 1 in file share settings, no change. Okay, no change. Click on next. And here also no change. All your S3 objects will be in which storage class, which is a standard. So don't change. If you want to change anything else in real time, you can change it. It will create its own new IAM role and it will encryption is there. Do you need to do any changes here? No. Click on next. And here we need to do that. Access object. So your S3 objects will be created. No. So who will be accessing, I mean, NFS clients? Who is your NFS client? So I'm adding everyone 0.0.0.0/0. Allow clients should be there. So anyone can go ahead and then use your S3 bucket in your company. But if you want specifically person, can you give the IP address of that person? You can give it. Okay. And rest everything leave default. Allow clients, you should be 0.0.0/0 and rest everything default. Don't change these numbers. Okay. But these numbers are related to your permissions. Okay. Your in your Linux is all about permissions. No, 444.777. So don't change all those things. So click on next and then create file share. So guys, file share got created. So if you go inside this, do you see the mount point? So now go there. What we did, we created a file share and we got a mount point. And what we need to do now? Launch one sample EC2 instance and mount this. And I'll go here and I mount that mount point and I put the data here. And what will happen? That data through all the way through storage gateway here, it will go here and it will go and sit in S3 bucket. Should we do? If everything is went fine, then it work. Otherwise, okay. So let's go ahead and do. By the way, I need to write those things. No, 7 steps. Create a file share from storage gateway. Okay, console. And while creating file share, select NFS. Select NFS, right? And allow clients. We use 0.0.0/0. Rest, leave it defaults. Okay, Nana. What is the next step? 8th step is launch Red Hat Linux EC2 instance. Which one? T2 micro for testing, correct? Okay, let's go and launch. You understand? You're getting it, guys. One by one, slowly. I'm okay. We'll go and launch the instance. So can I call this Linux instance? You can give any name, app server or whichever, any name. Browse. Which one, Nana? Select Red Hat. T2 micro is fine. 6 p.m. batch. Edit it. I put it in 1A. Existing security group. This one, and then launch. Normal launch. And then we log into the EC2 instance, and what we do? Remember in EFS, you completed EFS task, no? What you did, you launch an EC2 instance. What you did first? EFS. In EC2 instance, what you did first? Yum install NFS utils. We install NFS utils. After that, we created a directory. We create a directory called EFS. Can we create a directory called file system here? You can create any name. And then we'll be mount. And we go CD inside the mount point and we'll put the data. Okay, let's see. Let's go and launch the EC2. We launched it already. Let's try to connect. It is initializing. Let's wait. Meanwhile, keep it ready. You all understood? Slowly. Very critical, no? It is very critical, but if you miss some point, it's hard. It is still initializing. Let's wait for a minute and then try to. Is initializing. If I click on open, it will connect. Yes. Okay. EC2 minus user. Sudo minus yes. Chiti, tell me what are the commands? Yum install minus y nfs minus utils. Yes, you can say, Mishra. Guys, you know one thing. Whatever the task that we are doing, everything is like a project. Real-time people, can you please back me up? Whatever the tasks that we are using, everything is like a project. This storage gateway, see, my experienced people, see what they are putting it. See, every task that we do, it's a project. So guys, did we install NFS utils? What is the next step? Make directory. So what is the directory name? Give any name. Can I call it as file system? You can give any name, no issues. I call it as file system. Enter. And we need to mount. From where do you get the mount point? Here, go to file share. We created a file share, no? Go to file share. If you come down, do you see this here? Online. This is on Linux. This is on Windows, and this is a Mac OS. Which one we need to do? Copy this one, and then we need to paste. But at the end, we have mount path, no? We need to remove that and put what? The directory name, we need to put it. File system and put slash at the end. Guys, this is very important. Otherwise, you will not able to mount it. So put file system slash at the end. If you want, write down that command also. But you will get that command directly from here. But instead of mount path, you put file system slash. Can I click enter? Now I need to go inside the file system, no? CD file system, enter. Now indirectly where I am now? Where I am now? Indirectly. Yes, if I put the data here, where it will get stored? That means indirectly I'm in S3, no? Guys, if I put df minus h, do you see this? This is the S3 bucket. I have mounted this S3 bucket in my laptop. This EC2 instance is nothing but my laptop. I have mounted as a D drive, as a mount point. And this is a unlimited storage. Is a unlimited storage. Generally, is it possible to do this? No. This is your laptop. This EC2 is like your laptop. And I have mounted my S3 bucket in your laptop as a D drive. Can I put unlimited data here? Can I put touch now? Touch hello.txt file. So now this data is saved where? S3 bucket. Should we go and check it? Fingers crossed, huh? Let's see. If I go inside, refresh. Oh, oh, abo. Ida. Huh? Do some mantra, no? Online guys, please do some mantra. Refresh. I know you did some mantra, correct? Do you see that hello.txt? So our project is successfully completed. Yes. It will take little bit time. Understood? Everyone understood? So just assume if you have done this in your real time in your company, they'll put a big flower gand in our Dandesi. So because this is a critical one, and if you know the logic, then so now what we did was we did exactly the same, but instead of this on premises, we took it as EC2 instance. That's it. Is it clear, Nana? Everyone understood? So steps. What are the steps? After logging into log into your EC2 instance and then yum install -y nfs minus utils. Next mk directory file system. Next mount point, no? Not that. So copy this mount point, paste it here instead of mount path. Remove this and call it as file system / and then cd file system and then touch hello.txt or any file. Now see this file in S3 bucket. So guys, now this S3 bucket, now this file, it is not just like that. I made it very simple for you, right? This file all the way it will go through storage gateway appliance. From there it will go to file gateway and then it will go into S3. Somewhere if you do small mistake also, it will not work. Clear? Any questions? Interesting, no? Big one, I told you. So you have tomorrow, Saturday with you. I'm not taking class. So complete this on the weekend and come back on Monday. Monday, I'll take next another service. Okay. Any questions? Mishra is asking, very small file, then why we need to cache 150 GB? Now it is small file in real time. You'll have so much of file, right? But instead of having 150 GB now, can you create 10 GB also? You can, because we are not putting huge files, but I made it as a real time. That's the reason. So guys, take the screenshot. Thank you, Rob. People should understand how critical we are learning, like very big things. Yes, it will work. But it's good to have 150. That is a minimum requirement. Did you took the screenshot? Is it done? Okay, take the second one. So once you are done with this, guys, we need to clean up. Very important. Select all and then very important one. I'll show you one thing. Go and terminate it and then gateway. Go ahead and then delete the gateway. actions, and then delete. Reason file share also got deleted. S3 bucket should get deleted. No, delete the S3 bucket. So my S3 is clean. My instances, my file share is clean. And then instances, guys, still shutting down. But the thing is here, once you click on shutdown, terminate, additional volume will be deleted automatically. That is the main problem. Everyone, what they do is they terminate this and thinking that everything is done. But 150 GB will be pending there for you, and that will get charged. For that reason, guys, I'm shouting and telling, delete the additional volume. So delete the addition. Okay. So Linux instance is shutting down. It's not here. Both are terminated. No. Go to dashboard. Our habit is our habit. Go there, refresh it. Everything should be 0 except key pair and segregate. Do you see the volume 1? This is the bloody black sheep. We need to go and delete this. Go to dashboard, refresh. Everything should be 0 except instances are terminated. Now clean. Okay, Nana? Super. So I hope this is clear. So please complete your practicals. And by the way, guys, by Monday, can you give me a word? Everyone, will you complete all the practicals and will be up to date? You have a weekend, no? Yes, everyone. Those who are with S3, EFS, CLI, storage gateway, all these are there. So please try to complete all your practicals by Monday, because by Monday, we'll be jumping to the next, mostly next very important service. Mostly we'll try to go with the databases. So, and there also you'll get good practicals there. So we don't leave. Every day you'll have the practicals, but please you can put it, Prashant, but you need to have a little bit more information there in cloud migration. So guys, cloud migration is the most common thing. But before you putting cloud migration, just go to Google and see cloud migration. What are the things that you do? Cloud migration. What is migration? Whatever you have in on-premises, you are moving to the cloud. So there are multiple methods to do the migration. Lift and shift, refactoring, like this. They have so many different types. Before that, go and read cloud migration. Lift and shift meaning, let's say you have application on your on-premises. You want to migrate it. What do you do? Application, can you zip it? You launch an EC2 instance, deploy it. Lift, shift. Right? And also you do refactoring. There are few applications your on-premises will not be suitable in your cloud. So you need to do the, first of all, you need to refactor. That meaning your developers need to recode everything to have a suitable on for the cloud. So there are different ways to do the cloud migration. So, and that cloud migration will be used all the services that we have learned till now. So cloud, if you want to migrate the data, you can migrate it. Can you do storage gateway? Can you push the data to S3? Right? And SFTP we did. So if you want to migrate all the data, you can migrate it to AWS using all these things you're on premises. Correct. So cloud migration is a very big thing, but you can choose first of all, you need to know the project. And based on that, whatever the services that we have learned, you can put those services there. Good. Can you give the final CC for today, guys? CC with smile. NCC, very good. What, Arpita, you're not happy? Mishra? Smile is good for your health. It looks very beautiful if you smile. Yes. Great. So that is all, guys, for today. And I'll see you on Monday with the next topic. Until then, take care. Bye-bye. Have a nice day. Good night and have a nice weekend. See you on Monday.